Welcome to Senior Here, where you come for all of your media needs. My name is Ray.
It's your boy Nikki Tay Tay.
And today we are reviewing Prodigy.
Directed by Nicholas McCarthy, starring Taylor Schilling and Jackson Robert Scott. The Prodigy focuses on a woman who gives birth to a child, a son, who has incredible smarts. He's a genius, but he is also housing another entity. Someone is trying to possess this kid, and it is up to the mom to find out who or what it is. That is the movie. The reason it's called The Prodigy is because he's smart. We don't really get to see genius level stuff from this kid. And we really don't get to see any horror level, thrilling level stuff from this movie. The Prodigy was not written by a prodigy. It was written by a guy who just could not muster enough to make this an iconic film.
And they had a lot of the groundworks to do so. Because I would say that in this, I guess we're not calling it a horror movie or a thriller, right? What we call it?
A comedy. It was funnier than What Men Want, I can tell you that.
In this particular movie, the acting from everybody was phenomenal. Let's start off with that. Besides the last scene of the movie, everything else besides the last scene of the movie was amazing to me. I enjoyed it. This was great. I can't stress how much that the acting was done so well. And if this movie would have been a lot more suspenseful and a lot more terrifying, I think they could have really been on to something great.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think, like you said, the groundwork was phenomenal. The story I could take. The actors were good. The boy, especially Jackson, he was creepy, which is key. You really got to have a child actor who comes in and delivers, since he's playing such a big role, which he did. The biggest issue is the execution. I would say somewhere in between the writing to the tone of the film. I mean, like I said, the story is good. The framework is good, but the execution is just so lacking. I felt at times the movie was boring. And I'm like, oh my God, just get to it. Pacing issues. Like you said, the last scene did not do it for me, but overall, there was something there. This could have been, a movie that could have knocked out 1, 2, 3, 4. I could have seen it keep going. But I kind of want you to stop while you're ahead.
And the thing is about this movie, there were moments for me, I can't speak for everybody, I can only speak for myself, I would say was a little bit suspenseful. But I would also say was, you seen it coming. Like you even the moment that they gave you, you kind of seen it coming.
Mommy, I'm scared.
Come here, baby.
And in any kind of movie dealing with a child, you can really make for a lot of sneaky and sinister moments where he popping out from places where only kids can go, or he's doing all the things that kids can do. And like you said, he was already such a creepy kid, so they could have really, really played on that. And I would say that we both love horror movies, right? And we didn't have high expectations going into this movie, but we didn't have low expectations either. And I guess they just didn't live up to anything that I thought this movie could have been.
Yeah, you bring up a good point. What I would have loved this movie to do is to incorporate the quote-unquote genius of this kid in sinister traps. And he does things that are just like, oh my God, like how did he get out of that, or how did he create that? We got none of the smarts in horror mix. He could have been like a young Jigsaw, but instead he was like a Pinocchio Chucky. He was like a real life Chucky without none of the dolls. Like, he got his wish. He came to life. And now we get to see what Chucky would do as a kid, which is minor. He runs around with a butcher's knife. That's not, that's supposed to scare me in 2019. Well, I'm sorry, Prodigy, it's not working.
And it's going to get to the point where the Prodigy is going to be a regular person, right? Because he's not like ultra intelligent. He's smarter than the average kid, but I would be too if you put me in an 8-year-old's body, right? So I don't think we got anything that was genius level. He did create a few things here and there, but they never expounded on that, right?
Yeah.
So I would say that it was just almost a one-off. right? In the end, I found myself being more intelligent than the actual Prodigy in this movie. And I wish the writing would have been just as equally as smart that I think that I am, right? So, being that this movie did not do it for me. It didn't do it for me. It wasn't the worst movie. We have seen worse movies this year. Absolutely. But it wasn't great either. I probably will have to give this movie a 5, right? I would say that it's medium tier. It's right in the middle. Smack dab in the middle. It didn't do anything on either side. It didn't go from being a really good movie. It's not a really bad movie. It's a movie that you can skip if you so choose to.
The Prodigy definitely won't surprise anyone. I think if you watch the trailers, you know exactly what you're getting. And if you're fine with that, hey, then this movie is good enough for you. With that being said, The Prodigy is going to have to get that good 5.2. And I think the only reason I didn't give it a 5 is because the acting was really good. And so, you know, I'd throw you an extra, points or something. 0.2,
yeah.
Just for the acting. But everything else, it's like, just falls apart, which is unfortunate. You horror guys, when you write these movies, don't be afraid to get witty, get smart, get intelligent. People appreciate that. That completes the review for The Prodigy. As always, let us know how you feel about the film. I imagine a lot of you will see this instead of Cold Pursuit because Liam Neeson's a racist. It's crazy how he has been taken from us. You thought you was going to get out of this? Qui-Gon? Nah.
And even if he's not a racist, his comments were very inexcusable.
Yeah,
sure.
definitely. So unfortunately, we won't be seeing that movie because that definitely would have been seen. But here, we're talking about The Prodigy. Let us know how you feel about it. As always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all of our reviewing content. And don't forget, you've seen it here.